Here at the conference, I gave a speech on the Nursi community and the concept of the right conduct in the Nursi community as compared with the Sufi tradition. Generally, this sort of conference, these international conferences, the Said Nursi conferences, are very, very important for students and also observers to understand the role of Said Nursi's thought in the modern world, because the conditions of materialism are the biggest problems that human beings face. So in this conference we can discuss these ideas in terms of how to apply his views on the conditions in the modern world. So I think his approach to, his a critical approach towards topics, towards texts, is very, very important. Especially we live in the so-called scientific rational age. So I'm glad to be part of this process.
Young Muslim people must be read this work, Risalatul Nur, to understand what Muslim problem, what the essence of Islam.
If Said Nursi has tried to build Madrasat Zahra or University of Zahra, but today we are not seeing this Madrasat Zahra directly as a university for the Muslim world, but we are still hoping that the university will be coming where the students are going to learn Islamic theology, where they are going to learn Islamic jurisdictions, modern technology that are highly required today in our life.
Other than presentation, seeing all the people together here and discussing Nursi's ideas was very interesting, because as we know, Nursi's ideas is not just important for Muslims, it's also important for the other people. To understand the Quranic reality, all people need to understand the Nursi's ideas in this age, I think. And this program provides this opportunity for all the people that join this program.
This conference and this time has been an opportunity and an intro for me to learn a little bit about Said Nursi, and I feel like my own faith as a Christian has been deepened by it, which I'm also very grateful for.
With regards to the conference, Ustad Nursi has played a vital role in bringing a religious consciousness among the people of Turkey. Not even Turkey, it's not restricted in Turkey, but it has spread throughout the world, alhamdulillah.
That gives a practical training of what reside in Nur is. It introduced me to many things that I have never think I will know, particularly the translation of several aspects of it.
We are asking everybody to contribute to the development of Risala Nur, from the academy to anyone, businessman, anyone that can do his effort to develop the studies of Nursi.
I am very thankful to the Istanbul Foundation for Science and Culture for giving me a chance to present a paper in this conference. This conference is very helpful for the young scholars like me. We got an opportunity to share our ideas and to shape our new ideas about Nursi and other revivalists. We get new ideas and new horizons of knowledge about Muslim history and Islamic revival.
I have participated in previous conferences for the graduate studies as well as the symposiums. And this has been an important, very beneficial program for everybody that is thinking about studying Sayyid Nursi, his works, his contribution to society, to Islamic understanding, and the whole discourse of theology. Particularly what I was writing is it's about bodily resurrection, or what we say Hashri Jismani. I compared Sayyid Nursi, Imam Ghazali and Ibn Sina together, how they understood Hashri Jismani.
And in this case, I chose this particular version because I wanted to learn more about Islam, more about Muslim culture, and to experience the rich history that you have here in Turkey. So my plan is to honor you and the experience that I've had by taking this back to my country and sharing it with many others. Thank you very much.
My PhD on fourth semester. I'm doing a research on Sayyid Nursi's rhetoric. Alhamdulillah, I find the conference very interesting because every students are presenting different topics, different views from their topics, from their field. And I find Sayyid Nursi's conference on Sayyid Nursi is something very interesting. It's a very new approach especially for graduate students, because they can explore the approach by Sayyid Nursi, which can be relevant in their research work.
But now we realize, every year when we have these conferences, we realize that there are more and more students around the world who are interested in doing thesis on Nursi, and we are confident that there will be a new generation of Nursi scholars. The thought of Sayyid Nursi should not only be cultivated among the scholars, among the professors or the students, but should also be discussed and spread by the ulama, by the imams of the mosque, by the muftis and by the other ulama of Islam. And we hope that the message of the Risale al-Nur will be spread and play a role in the foundation of peace in our world. This is the second day of the conference. We have been holding these conferences for several years. The aim of these conferences is to help graduate students who are doing master's and PhD thesis on Nursi to develop their ideas, to improve their methodology, and to think more creatively about Nursi, and to also engage in comparative studies between Nursi and other great scholars in the Muslim world as well as beyond the Muslim world. I think this time we see a definite improvement in the quality of the papers presented by the graduate students. I think over the years the selection committee had become more had become stricter in the selection of papers, and I feel that the papers in general yesterday and today have a higher quality than in previous years. I think this is a very good development because we want to create a new generation of Nursi scholars with a high standard of scholarship, and I think we are slowly moving in that direction.
Inshallah, my second son will be born at September. And I will give him the name Badiuzzaman Said Nursi.
Assalamu alaikum. My name is Adila Al-Khalili and I'm from the United States. I'm very glad to be on the VTS trip as a guest. After being Muslim for over 4 decades, this is my first time in a Muslim country. Turkey is absolutely wonderful. People have been wonderful, and alhamdulillah, I'm glad I came.